Gary, it was just a few hours ago that we spoke about last night, but just your final reflections on what we can take from that game.
Yeah, look, I think we can take a lot in terms of lessons that we learn and moving forward for, in particular, the young academy players that we started the game and finished the game with. To see Birchie get 90 minutes, Ed James 90 minutes, Tom Dean 90 minutes. It's a brilliant experience for them to then get Kieran Wilson on the park, Oaksey on the park, Charlie Cummins on the park is brilliant. It's never nice losing football matches, and we're all hurting, we're all disappointed. We obviously had a fantastic backing and crowd there to try and help us. But I think it's important, and I know our supporters understand that to develop young players you sometimes have to go through some difficult moments. And as a group we've all spoke, not just the younger players, the experienced players, because we felt like the team on the pitch, Joe Whitworth, Sweens, Kev McDonald, Josh McGuinness, Ryan Rydell, we felt like we had more than enough to go and win the game. And we felt like it's a missed opportunity, and the players feel that, and that can hopefully fuel them to train better, to work harder, and to come back stronger from a disappointing experience. And I think the big thing for me is we focus on Saturday and the kind of feeling after that and the performance levels of that, and make sure we take that into the league game on Saturday.
The beauty of football is that there's not long until the next game, and certainly this time there's a lot less time until the next game. With the early kick-off on Saturday, and I assume that's affected your preparations this week to prepare for that lunchtime kick-off, and how that affects the players as well.
Yeah, I think that's another thing we've tried to do, that we started work on Mansfield on Tuesday, which we've never done before. We would always everyone's involved in the Cheltenham game, and then after that preparation starts. So we had a bit of a hybrid group on Tuesday. I feel like we've gained an advantage from that we're ahead in terms of our preparation. We will work again tomorrow with the full group coming back together. We've done some more work today out of position, so we've tried to, with the coaching staff we have now, the quality and the numbers in the coaching staff and the analysts and stuff like that, we can cope with that amount of workload for two different games within the week. And looking at the bigger picture, the league game is a really important game against a team that we obviously beat at home, lost away last season. So yeah, all focus is on that now. The players that played on Wednesday night, recovered today, and other players trained. So everyone will come back together tomorrow and full focus on Mansfield, ready to go and win.
What kind of test are you expecting from them? They've suffered 2-1 defeats in the league so far, but they did pick up that confidence-boosting win over Chesterfield in the Cup, so they'll come to us in strong confidence.
Yeah, look, they're a difficult team to play against. They're a difficult team to predict what they're going to do. Like I said, we won the home game. We lost the last game of the season. I'm not sure how much you can take from the last game of the season in particular. It's obviously, both teams were probably quite happy with their kind of end to the season and where they were finishing, and had made some changes. We left some players out that were playing pretty regular at that time. So I think it's a game where Saturday morning, early start, it's a game where we want to play in the front foot, and I think the lessons we've learned from Blackpool, we were very dominant in every aspect of the game, and we have to have that mindset and real focus on what we do and how we impact the game on Saturday again. And if we do that, then I'm sure we can get a positive result again.
You come up against an experienced manager in Nigel Clough there as well. He's someone that you know well?
Yeah, I've played against him quite a few times actually. When he was at Burton, was when I was at Wigan originally, and he's someone I have so much respect for. A fantastic player. His dad was one of probably the greatest British managers of all time. And any time I come up against him, he's always someone that I think you can pick his brains. He's a really nice person. But obviously a really difficult manager to play against. He has so much experience in the game. So yeah, we have to be ready, and we have to be ready as a whole club, the supporters, the players, the staff, again, carrying on from Blackpool, that feel good. We have to take that into the game right from the start.
got an opportunity to make it back-to-back league wins at St James Park in a week as well. I mean, how important is it that we have that consistent home form this season?
Yeah, look, I think our home form over the years has been a bit up and down, and I think we've always tried to create a really difficult kind of atmosphere in place for teams to come. It's obviously a long trip for whoever comes down here, so they don't experience it like we do every couple of weeks. It's unique for them, and it might kind of put them off. So I think that's, an early morning start. It's important we are supporters and players really ready to come out the traps flying and get the place going very quickly and try and impose our style in the game, is like we did against Blackpool, and not let up. I think we had probably a 5-minute spell after Blackpool scored where we struggled to get a hold of the game, but out with that I thought we were excellent, and we have to focus on that again.
We're a couple of weeks into the season now as well. What have you made of our start so far?
Yeah, look, I think we know at this level every game is different, every game's unique. We weren't happy at all with how we performed at Doncaster. There was a huge turnaround from the performance at Blackpool, so we know the levels we can reach. And obviously last night, for a number of different reasons, 10 changes, a lot of younger players. That's not to say we should have performed better, and we wanted to go there and win the game, but I think the reasons for the performance last night not being as good. So the main thing we want to focus on is Blackpool and trying to hit those levels again, and that's the level we can reach, and we have to do that if we want to keep winning games at this level.
Positive from last night being that Sween's, Josh McGuinness and Ryan Riddell got minutes. How is the squad looking ahead of Saturday as a whole?
Yeah, everyone came through the game, and I think that, whilst it's a game we lost, there's some little positives within there. The academy players getting minutes, players coming back from long-term injury getting minutes. And if you look at the bigger picture and what the next few weeks look like, we've obviously got Saturday, Tuesday next week again. It's important the players get minutes and push the squad and make the squad more competitive, and I'm sure they'll do that.
I think George said after the game last night that maybe some of the younger players felt like, you gave them an opportunity and they feel like they may have let you down a little bit. And is it now up for them to show you in training and that exactly, what they can offer?
Yeah, I didn't think Birchie let me down. I thought he was excellent in the game. He had, it was a difficult start, and he kept going. He grew into the game. In second half, he was always a threat. And yeah, I think all of them can take something from the game, and that they shouldn't worry about letting me down. They should worry about showing the very best version of themselves at every chance they get, whether that's in training or in games. And I hope they're kind of stung by losing the match, and that can, I think that's always a good thing for a young player. It either does two things. It either kind of drives you on and makes you work harder, or it makes you kind of shy away from the hard work. And hopefully it's the first thing I said, that they're really keen to get in, to work and to keep improving, because some of them have a lot of potential, but that potential will take time to really come to fruition, to see the very best of them as they develop and grow.
You've got to finish with the usual question, but a couple of weeks left of the transfer window. What business are you hopeful of doing before it slams shut early September?
Yeah, we're still hopeful of a couple of players. I've got a Zoom later tonight, and we're trying to set up other Zooms and obviously speak to players, agents and different things. I think it's at this stage of the window, it's constantly changing, the situation with some players. If different players come into clubs, then players become available. So we have to be kind of reactive to things like that. But we're clear on the type of player we want to come into the club. We're clear on what we need to improve the competition within the squad, and hopefully in the coming weeks that we can get that.